Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skinned activist, is in the building. Yes, good morning. I got a couple of housekeeping things I need to go over before I get to the meat of what I want to say. For those of you that don't know, my name is Rashida Strober. I am the world's first and only dark skinned activist. And what that means is I'm the first person in recorded history to start a movement to end what some people would call colorism and what I call darkism. I started this movement back in 1998 before there was social media, before there was anybody online talking about colorism and dark skin and light skin. I started dark skin activism. And for those of you that don't know, I start all of my lives off saying this because over the years I have so many people on YouTube that have stolen, ripped off my work. But you're not the dark skin activist. It's only one dark skin activist. In fact, dark skin activist is my trademark name that I own. Had to take a couple of folks to court, won a copyright infringement case in the federal courts, and did what I had to do. So I'm not playing around about my brand and what I created. And anybody that you hear on YouTube talking about colorism and light skin and dark skin, they all stealing from the dark skin activists. But I want to let you know one thing: you're not the dark skin activist. Dark skin activism consists of the plays, the books, and the social commentary that I do about only dark skin. And I've been doing it before anyone on social media ever thought about doing it. The only other person you'll ever hear me give credit to is a woman named Cola Booth. That's it. That's all. In 2010, I started the first colorism channel right here on YouTube. In 2014, I was asked to appear on this particular individual show who I ended up having to sue. I had to come up on it. They asked me to come on their show to talk about my dark skin agenda. And I started to get, some attention there because this person did have a large following. 2015, I went viral for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism after one of the clients that I was dealing with at the time. I was doing colorism counseling, darkism counseling, which I still do to this day. One of my clients asked me what I thought about Kendrick Lamar's dating choice. I took to social media and said what I had to say, and it went viral to millions. Subsequently, Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club made me Donkey of the Day for calling myself the dark skin activist, and light skin Angela Yee, she co-signed that foolishness. And from there, Black YouTube, Black social media found out about what I was doing, and they started to mock me. But then you fuckers copied me. But you're not the dark skin activist. It's only one. Now, like I said earlier, dark skin activism consists of my plays and books and social commentary about only dark skin. And I'm constantly producing plays about dark skin. I have a performance reading of my play coming up at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. It's on the screen right now. It's called The Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. The date is Friday, September 1st. The time is 4 p.m. and it's going to be at the Tubman African American Museum, located at 310 Cherry Street in Macon, Georgia. I'm seeking sponsors, so make sure you go and make a donation. You can either go to my Cash App, my PayPal, or my GoFundMe, and all of those informations for the donation platforms, they're all in the description to this live, and they're also at my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that is darkskinactivist.com, where you can also go and download a free ebook copy of one of my books entitled Darkism: 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Speaking of darkism, which is the name of my book, and it's also a term that I coined to denote specifically, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen here, y'all, what darkism means, what darkism is. And I'm going to tell you right now, that darkism takes place on television, and it's been taking place on television. It's definitely not anything new. What's happening is the Black community, now that we've been afforded the chance to get on television, reality TV, we've been afforded the chance to get a social media presence. All we've done is taken the darkism that's in our community and brought it to television, brought it to social media, so that the masses could see on a global scale what Black people been doing to each other for years. And that's why I'm on here making this, because there's a show that premieres on OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network, and it is called Love and Marriage Detroit. Okay, it's actually a spinoff show of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's the original. Okay, and Love and Marriage Huntsville, let me just say, especially when Love and Marriage Huntsville first came out, I really did like that show. The main reason I like that show is not for the gossip, it's not for the drama, it's not for all the debauchery that goes on, now on the show. It's not for all of that. I like that show because of the idea of Black men and women, entrepreneurs, married, raising their families, and just being successful, and especially in the field of real estate. All the couples on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the original, were in the field of real estate. And I believe the figure is somewhere around 1%. It's a very low percentage of Black people that own real estate in the United States because of what I call systemic economic darkism, what some of you would term racism. So when I saw a show like Love and Marriage Huntsville, I was looking at it from the aspect of a socially, economically impactful, positive show that Black people could look at and say, yeah, this is something, this is something that is a good thing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to stop the screen sharing here for a second, but I'm still here. So I really can't say, y'all, I got to be honest, that I'm a huge fan of it now, because hold on one moment, y'all. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had to go in and change the settings so you guys could be able to come in and comment on the video. So my apologies for that. But the show has taken, somewhat of a turn from when it first came out. There's a lot of craziness going on, and it is real life, but I'm just, I've seen so much of the crazy ghetto ratchet shit growing up in the hood till I'm not really impressed by all of that. I wanted to see something different, and that's what I thought that's what the show actually did present in the beginning. But now it has a mixture of all the other stuff going on. So it is what it is. But I will still say I do have respect for the original cast members of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I like the fact that they were Black economic development, and I like the fact that they were Black couples getting their money, and I love that. I love when Black men marry Black women, in particular dark-skinned Black women, because I am the dark-skinned activist, and I'm always going to advocate for that. I advocate for Black men and Black women being together, but because I'm the dark-skinned activist and all of the darkism that has taken place regarding dark-skinned Black women, I'm going to always advocate for Black men to marry and date dark-skinned Black women. And so the people that's going to come on here and say, well, Why, I've been accused of discriminating against light-skinned black women, biracial. People have lied on me. They keep lying on me, but they're just angry because I'm just telling the truth. And I'm not going to stop speaking the truth. I'm not going to stop speaking the truth because y'all want to come up on here and lie and make up stuff. Continue on. I'm going to keep being the dark-skinned activist, which I started being a dark-skinned activist in 1998, and I'm not going to stop because this is what God gave me to do. And we all have a purpose on this earth, and we all must do what God wants us to do. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville has had some spinoffs. Love and Marriage, DC, which I liked that one. I like the fact that the black men on there, they had dark-skinned wives as well. If y'all watched that one, I didn't really follow that one as closely as I had followed Love and Marriage Huntsville, because Love and Marriage Huntsville was the original. So obviously it was going to have more of a popularity and a fan base. But what I did like and notice that on all of the Love and Marriages, whether it be in the Huntsville, the Detroit, or the DC, the women, the wives, they were black. I could clearly look at them and say, okay, these black men are with black women that are clearly black. Some of them are dark skinned, like Tisha. Tisha off of Love and Marriage Huntsville is clearly a dark skinned black woman. She's very beautiful to me. She's very intelligent. She has her faults. People come for her. But she's a dark skinned black woman. Love and Marriage DC, I believe 2 of the women are on the darker skin side. Arena, and what is the other lady's name? She's married to the light skinned DJ. I forgot her name. But anyway, now we got Love and Marriage Detroit. Okay, so I watched Love and Marriage Detroit, and one of the wives, if I am correct, is on the darker side. She's not super dark skin, but she is on the darker side. But I will say I did not like the fact, because I'm a fair person, y'all. I don't care what skin tone somebody is. Wrong is wrong and right is right. The one thing I don't like about her, I am happy that she's married to she's dark skinned on the darker side and married to a black man. That's excellent to me. But I did not like the fact of her interfering in someone else's marital issues. I didn't like that at all. I think you need to stay in your lane and mind your business when it comes down to other people's marital issues. But let me get to the main reason why I made this live. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background into why I am making this live on Love and Marriage Detroit. I watched the episode. First of all, I did watch the first episode that came out, not this Saturday, but last Saturday. And I watched the second episode. And I want to make this clear that this critique has nothing to do with, I believe this man's name is Anthony. It has nothing to do with Anthony's wife. Yes, she is light skinned, but the critique has nothing to do with her. So don't come on my page lying and making up stuff about the dark skinned activists not liking light skinned women because you don't like what I have to say regarding my commentary. And even if you do, I don't care, because I'm going to, like I said, I'm still going to say it. There was a scene on the show last night where Anthony and his wife, they had the woman in the thumbnail, they had a wine tasting. And Anthony's wife, and I apologize because I don't remember her name, but she invited one of her friends, some of her friends, and one of her friends happened to be a darker skinned woman. And Anthony, her dark-skinned husband, gets into it with the dark-skinned woman. Y'all, he calls her a bird. Okay? Now, y'all know I just did a live. About the song No Pigeons that came out as a response to TLC's No Scrubs. And I did a video critique of the darkism in that particular video where all the pigeons were mainly dark skinned. Now, Game Changer, you did try to point out that some, and I think I only seen 1 or 2 that you said was on the lighter side, but the majority of those women that was in that No Pigeons video was dark skinned. Y'all was primarily saying that dark-skinned women are the no pigeons that you don't want. So when I seen this man, Anthony, last night, and Chelsea is the name of the dark-skinned woman. That's her name, Chelsea. She's the name of the dark-skinned woman that was invited by the wife, a friend of Anthony's light-skinned wife. Chelsea is her dark-skinned friend, and Chelsea was speaking to him. Listen to this carefully now. Y'all can go watch this yourself. Here's the thing. It's almost as if the dark-skinned man be looking to start some mess with a dark-skinned black woman when that dark-skinned black man has a light-skinned wife, because they feel like they got to prove something to the world, to the black world, to the white world, that I don't like dark-skinned women, so let me come for her. Let me come for her neck. Let me talk bad about her. Let me say, and that's the vibe that I got from him, because Chelsea was saying something that was kind of, it was a disagreeable, I guess, to Anthony's stance. But here's the thing, y'all, and y'all can go and watch the clip. She wasn't speaking in a loud tone of voice. She wasn't being rude. She wasn't cursing nobody out. She was like, her demeanor, if y'all go and watch her, was very calm, cool, collective. And I got the vibe of her being a nice person. That's the vibe that I got from her. I did not get a mean girl vibe. I did not get an aggressive vibe. I got the vibe of Chelsea being a calm, nice person that just happened to disagree with whatever the issue was, but it wasn't in a way that was like they tried to place dark-skinned black women in a way that's stereotypical. They tried to make it seem like we are always want to fight, like we want to be violent, like we're the bad ones. But that's not the way that this dark-skinned woman was coming across. But in response, the dark-skinned man, Anthony, that's married to the light-skinned woman, because like I said, I noticed a pattern that whenever a black man is with a light-skinned woman, whether he married to her or whether he is in a relationship with her, girlfriend and boyfriend, when a dark-skinned woman, whatever situation she come in, you're not nice to the dark-skinned woman. So what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove like the black overseer during slavery to the master, yes, a damn boss, that you could be mean and nasty? You could be the meanest. Yeah, master, damn boss. I don't like these slaves either. I could be as mean and nasty as you. Is that what you're trying to prove, Anthony? Because that's what I got. Because your response didn't make sense in light of the dark-skinned woman, Chelsea's demeanor, and the way that she was speaking to you. You called her a bird. You called her a little girl, and you did come at her aggressively. And I believe that is a result of darkism. And I believe that is a result of the black man, the dark-skinned black man. They always feel like they got something to prove. Their disdain, their darkism, their dislike for dark-skinned black women when they are around white women, light-skinned black women, or biracial women. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, that couldn't be me. I'm going to tell you right now, he couldn't have been talking to me like that. He could not. This dark-skinned woman, no. Chelsea was nice, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, any dark-skinned woman that allows a dark-skinned black man to talk to them any kind of way just because they're in the presence of a non-dark-skinned woman, they trying to please and look good and make it seem like they don't like you and all this whole kind of foolishness here, don't put up with that mess. Don't put up with it. It's a bunch of damn foolishness, and it's a bunch of darkism. You do not have to take that. You do not have to take that. And one thing I will say, to me, I felt like the dark-skinned black woman, Chelsea, that was on there, I felt like she just took it in stride. She just took it in stride. She wasn't argumentative with him or nothing. He was the one that was argumentative. He was the one that was picking the fight. He was the one that was going overboard. Yes. And it's sad. It's sad that in a black community, that's how it be. I told y'all about this little ugly ass, crusted face looking super dark skinned dude that I went to high school with. He real ugly. And I done seen him too. I done seen him around St. Pete, y'all. He real ugly. He thought he was so fine because he was with a light-skinned black woman. And a light-skinned black female in high school. And he used to try to come across as if he felt as if the darker skinned females were supposed to bow down to his light skinned girlfriend. He thought he was better because he was with. Now, mind you, this motherfucker looked like a roach. He was truly ugly. And I'm not sitting up here saying that dark-skinned black men are ugly. That's not what I'm saying. But this particular motherfucker was ugly. He was ugly as fuck. The motherfucker looked like a shriveled up fucking raisin. Yes, a shriveled up unwanted raisin, and was trying to come for the dark-skinned females just because your ugly ass was in a relationship with a mediocre looking light-skinned woman. This is what some of them do. So y'all can't sit up here and tell me. When I see this shit, I know it. Nobody can sit here and tell me that what I'm saying is not true, because I have seen it with my own eyes. Like I said, growing up in high school, I saw it with my own eyes. Sure did. And this motherfucker did not age well. They say black don't crack. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, his black did crack. He's overweight. He got a big ass, nasty looking belly. I wouldn't touch that motherfucker with a 10-foot pole. He's ugly as fuck. Y'all, when I tell you, man, I almost want to put his picture up. I've seen this dude multiple times, and it be the ones that be thinking they be all that just because they with non-dark skinned women. They think that being with a non-dark skinned woman actually makes them look better. No, bitch, you still ugly. I'm not saying Anthony ugly. Anthony ain't on that level of ugly as the dude that I went to high school with. Because the dude that I went to high school with, he was real ugly. He was pitch black. And I'm not saying he was ugly because he dark skinned. Don't get it fucked up. I'm telling you how his facial features was. He was so ugly. He was, so ugly. And he was on the football team too. And you can't tell them nothing when they be on the damn football team. But then them motherfuckers years removed from school, the motherfucker overweight, big, nasty, sloppy ass stomach. Nasty looking. Motherfucker need to go on a goddamn juice fast. Motherfucker need to go on a colon cleanse. Can't barely get out. I seen him get out the truck. Can't barely walk. Walking like he about to fall out because he was bow-legged. Just as ugly as he want to be. Receding hairline, ugly ass. Child. But you want to try to come for the dark-skinned woman. And it's sad that they got to have non-dark skinned women to feel like they look good. No, bitch, you're still ugly. I don't give a fuck if you was with the palest, whitest of the white. If your ass ugly, you're still ugly. A light-skinned woman does not make some of you motherfuckers look good at all. No. I'm here to fucking tell you, no. If your ass ugly, you're ugly. And that's just what it is. You ugly. You ugly. You ugly. Bitch want to call me ugly. Bitch want to try to prove how much you hate me and you don't like me just because I'm dark skinned. Well, guess what? You're fucking ugly. And then the motherfucker got the little beady raisin ass eyes. You can barely see his fucking eyes, y'all. He pitch black with small eyes, looking like the eyes is closed. I don't even know how he get around. I don't know how he drive because it looked like he ain't barely got his damn eyes open. Y'all, if y'all seen this guy, y'all, I'm talking about this dude is past ugly. He's past ugly and slow up and down. It kills me that some of them be swearing up and down they look good. And then I could tell that he still thought he was all that. He thought he was the shit years removed from high school. Like, bitch, we're not in high school no more. You're fucked up looking. You're ugly. You really look fucked up. I just wonder if some of these motherfuckers actually take time to take a look in the mirror at their ass and see how they truly look. Okay. So there you have it. I did not like the way that Anthony came at Chelsea, the dark-skinned woman, and I feel like he was looking for somebody to take his aggression out on. Okay? And see, the one that really should have got told off was Kobe, because Kobe was interfering in, I think her name is Christina, and Brandon's relationship. She was divulging information that I don't think she should have told. But see, Anthony was sitting right. He didn't come for her because Kobe, she got a big old muscle-bound, dark-skinned husband, you know. But Chelsea was the dark-skinned woman. I didn't see Chelsea in there with a man. So I guess she was the easiest target because she was unprotected. But I'm going to protect my motherfucking self. I'm not going to be intimidated by the damn man I get all that, but I'm not gonna let these dark-skinned men that don't like dark-skinned women come for me. I'm not. I'll be damned if a bitch gonna come and treat me in the kind of way. If they try that shit with me, I'm telling you right now, I don't like causing no scene. But if I'm out in public and they disrespect me and they're not respect and they try to like it, there's been times that there's been light-skinned women and myself in the presence, they try to act like I wasn't there. I done confronted these motherfuckers right then and there. I have done it and I'll do it again. You're not gonna motherfucking disrespect me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I will not be disrespected like that. Ain't no way in hell. It'll be a cold day in goddamn hell. It'll be a cold day in hell. Understand? Sora says, Rashida, did you notice the smash or pass video that showed some darkism? I did not see that, Sora. Post the link or email it to me. But honestly, I would not be surprised. I'm never surprised when it come down to the men, and some of these light-skinned women co-sign it too. They're not, all of them are not innocent because they know that there's darkism there. But it's primarily the men because the men are the decision makers at the end of the day. They choose. I'm never surprised when there's dark skin and light skin in the room, how these black men do. Even Malcolm told us that. Y'all don't remember Malcolm X telling us that? If y'all read the book, y'all read his book, he told us about, and I'm paraphrasing, about how the black men would jump over all the beautiful black women to get to a non-black woman. He told us. So that don't surprise me at all. That darkism doesn't surprise me at all, y'all. Anyway, that's what I had to say. I just wanted to come on here and make that darkism observation. Once again, I want to invite everybody out to my performance reading of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I got the information right there on the screen. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I got the information right there on the screen. You guys can come out to, it's going to be at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. And my performance reading of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge is going to take place on September 1st at 4 p.m. The location is TUBMAN African American Museum, 310 Cherry Street, Macon, Georgia. I'm also looking for sponsors. So a lot of y'all have still not made a donation, which is not good. Thank you to those of you that have made donations. Trust and believe I am very, 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 very appreciative. But for those of you that have not made a sponsorship donation, it is not too late. I'm going to throw the links inside the chat. You can go to my Cash App, which is actually the one I prefer, and make a donation. The Cash App is $Rashida Once again, it's $Rashida Lala. Okay, y'all can go there. You can also go to my PayPal. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I'm going to put the PayPal in the chat. The PayPal is also in the description to this live. The PayPal, the Cash App, and the GoFundMe, they're always, always, always in the description to the live. You can also go to my GoFundMe and make a donation there. And I'm going to put the GoFundMe link in the chat, or you can simply Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Once again, Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Okay? Rashida Strober GoFundMe, and make a donation there. So you guys have the Cash App, you have the PayPal, and you have the GoFundMe where you can make a donation. And Sora says, I think the video is called Smash or Pass, but face to face. Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised that dark-skinned women, once again, they're trying to humiliate, always trying to figure out a way to humiliate and demean a dark-skinned woman. And you don't have to demean a dark-skinned woman just because you married to a light-skinned or a non-black woman. You ain't got to demean her. We ain't got nothing to do with that. If your ass want to go over there and that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. Go do it in peace. Go do it in peace. But my thing is, why on God's green earth some of these men, they still feel the need. They done got who they supposedly want. You got who you want. If you got who the hell you want, you should be happy. If you truly have who you want, the woman that you want, the skin tone of the woman that you want, why the hell do you need to demean me? That let me know that your ass, you really not happy. You know, that let me know that you got some other issues going on if you still taking shots at an innocent dark-skinned woman who ain't did a damn thing to you but be dark-skinned. It's like you're mad that the woman is dark-skinned in your presence. Some of these dudes they act like they're mad. And they want to, like I said before, like in other videos where I talked about how some of these black males in school, in high school, middle school, that's where it be starting at, a lot of it, how to get cool points. Okay, they be dark-skinned and people don't like them because they dark-skinned and they want to try to take the heat off of them. They don't want nobody to talk about them, right? So what they'll do to get the heat taken off of them, and nobody can't tell me this because I've been through this. I experienced this, and I confronted the dude probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I confronted his ugly ass, his acid face looking ass, bitch. Anyway, to get the heat off of them, what they'll sometimes do, y'all, is they will go in, they'll find an innocent dark-skinned woman that's minding her business, that look like she won't, defend herself, look like she might be soft-spoken, and they'll attack her. That they tried that shit with me because they thought the fucking glasses fooled them. They thought because I had on glasses that I wouldn't say nothing. They thought that because I wore glasses that I wouldn't defend myself, but they had me up. They had me off because I will defend myself against any darkest. Don't let the glasses fool your ass. Don't let the glasses fool your ass. And I've been defending myself against darkism really ever since I was in middle school when I had to fight. And I don't condone physical violence. But if you bring that bullshit to me, if you come up running up on me with a bunch of damn foolishness, and I dealt with the hood, I understand these motherfuckers. I grew up in the hood with 5 brothers. Okay, so I understand how to defend myself. They used to attack me in the lunchroom and thought I wasn't going to stand up for myself, thought because I wore glasses, and I was quiet and introverted, you thought that I wasn't going to say nothing. But I'm telling you, I ain't take no mess off of them. And no dark-skinned woman should take mess off of these motherfuckers because they hate themselves and they looking to prove something. They want to prove something to their friends. They want to take the heat off of them. They don't want to be talked about because they dark-skinned and nappy hair. They don't want to be talked about. So what they do is they do anything to get the heat off of them, and that means going in on a dark-skinned woman. And that's kind of what this Anthony person reminded me of. I did not like the way that he was talking to that dark-skinned woman, Chelsea, because she did not deserve that. She was quiet. I could tell she got a humble, meek demeanor. I can tell. And he just, but they know who to pick on, y'all. I'm telling you right now, they know who to pick on. I want to thank y'all for taking the time to listen this morning. I hope you guys have a happy Sunday. Once again, I want to remind you guys that I will be doing a performance reading of my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. Once again, that's September 1st, 4 p.m. at the Tubman African American Museum. It's going to be on the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, where I'm honored to be performing on the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. Once again, I'm also looking for sponsors. There's 3 ways that you can sponsor. You can donate to my Cash App, which is $RASHIDALALA, $RASHIDALALA, $RASHIDALALA. Once again, that is $RASHIDALALA. You can also donate to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, that's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. You can also donate to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. And I think that I'm gonna share the screen right quick. Let me share my screen with you guys. All right, that's my GoFundMe right there. Y'all make sure y'all choose one of these financial platforms and make a donation today. Thank y'all very much for watching, and y'all have a phenomenal, fantastic rest of the day.